Okay. All right.
All right. Not
That's
bad.
not bad. Not bad at
Not
all.
bad.
All
All right.
right.
That was a bit shaky, but we did it.
Let's just
Also,
say you're gonna have a lot of good bloopers at the end of the year.
you're gonna have a lot of good bloopers.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello. All right. So I guess you're
Well,
wondering why we're wearing suits today, why we're so fancy, and why we have glasses of fake champagne. Well,
I don't have a champagne glass, so I can only use my glass.
uh,
But
okay.
it's a thought that
That's
counts.
it's the thought that counts, right? That tastes good. Okay. All right.
Oh,
So, because it is that time of the year, it is almost Oscar season. What?
Oscar!
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody needed to hear me scream, but it's good to know that we are excited.
Yeah, it's good to hear your real
And
voice, Eric.
wow, what a dick. But I also have to preface something. We both don't have bow tie. Well, I do have a bow tie. I was telling this Kenneth, I do have a bow tie. We should have been dressing like a bow tie, but we're wearing ties. We look like business corporates, but I can't tie a bow tie, and that's my problem.
I lost my clip-on bow tie, so I don't know where it is. But I found my gold tie, so that's good. So
It's
it
the
kind of
thought that
suits it.
counts.
Exactly.
It
It's a
kind of
thought that
suits it.
counts. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, today we are going to be talking about the Oscar nominations because it is very close to the Academy Awards. So we have decided to play a little game where we're going to vote on who's going to win and who's going to lose. Now, obviously, there's a lot of what's it called? A lot of nominations. A lot of what's the word I'm looking for, Eric?
A lot of
The
nominations, a
actors.
lot of great movies, a lot of genre, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, like the actors in leading role, actors in
yeah, a
supporting
lot
role,
of
that kind
those.
of
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of those. So, we're gonna make it. We're gonna try to make it as quick as possible. If not, what we're gonna do. If we're gonna be talking a lot about each movies and all that, it's gonna get, honestly, it will be as long as the Oscars. Let's be
yeah,
honest here. So we're just gonna make it. Try to keep it down. Make it quick and simple and easy to follow. And by the way, we're gonna have that PDF on our YouTube description. By the way, we have a YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to watch it. And we're gonna have it in the YouTube description. And yeah, well, you can play along with us before the Oscars
you,
and
you
see
can play along.
who's gonna win, who's gonna lose, right?
Yeah.
Now, we do have to preface something as well. There are a few categories. Categories, that's the word I was looking for. A few categories that we didn't actually vote on. And we're going to sound it out right now. And that's animated short film, documentary feature, documentary short, live action short film, and international feature film. Now, I'm sorry if for any documentary lovers out there or short film lovers out there, we're sorry. We didn't get to watch any. But there was a lot of great movies in the cinema, so we're going to be talking about those. So, without further ado, Eric, do you have anything else you want to add?
Let's get it started.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's do it.
The first category is actor in a leading role.
Ooh.
Oh, this is a
Kenneth, do you wanna
very
start
tough
first?
pick. Yeah, sure,
It's a
sure.
very tough pick.
It's a very tough pick. Look, I'll be honest. I did not watch Marty Supreme, nor did I watch The Secret Agent or Blue Moon. So that's 3 out of the 5 that I didn't watch. But like I've seen clips of Timothy Chalamet in Marty Supreme, and knowing Benny Safdie's work, he directs very well. So I'm pretty sure he did such an amazing job in Marty Supreme. But my pick for this one is actually Michael B. Jordan in Sinners. And here's
Okay.
it. And I'll get to the reason why, but I want to hear your side first. I want to know what you picked first.
Ooh, okay. I okay. So unlike Kenneth, I actually did my homework. I actually watched most of the movies in the list except for Blue Moon and The Secret Agent, which doesn't really say much. I'm just missing one off. Um, I was actually debating between actually Timothée Chalamet or Michael B. Jordan, but to me, I felt Michael B. Jordan is my nominated pick for actor in leading role, which I'm very sure Kenneth and I will have the exact same reason. Kenneth?
He played twins. He played
That's
twins.
pretty
He
much
had
it. Twins.
two characters in one movie. I mean, what else can we say?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
You know?
And the thing is, like, if you watch a deep dive as well in Sinners, each character has their own little quirks and ticks and accents and all that. It just that like having an actor that can do that on the fly, just it's a no brainer, honestly.
100% agree with Kenneth. I'm not going to add too much because we have to move on to the next, but I agree. It just two different it just feels like two different characters.
Yeah.
Timothy, although played very well in Marty Supreme, I think he's really amazing. It just felt like you have seen an iteration version of him in other great movies. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad. It's a really great movie, but Michael B. Jordan's character, super unique, super interesting, and I hope he wins.
Exactly. Yeah, and look, all props to Timothée Chalamet. I think the only thing that really pushes me back from picking Timothée Chalamet as well is because I feel like with every movie of Timothée Chalamet, you could tell it's Timothée Chalamet, right? And I think with Marty Supreme, maybe it's a little different. Like from the trailers don't really do it justice, but from what I've heard, I think he did a very good job in terms of this movie. So props to him and Leo as well. Always brilliant, always amazing. All right, Eric, to the next category.
So actor in supporting role. My pick is, oh my god, I know it's a suspense, but my god, my pick for actor in supporting role is Sean Penn from One Battle After Another. This guy, he embodies the simplest way I will put it, his character is a worm. Okay. A worm that wants to get in. You watch One Battle After Another. He wants to get in, and he will do anything to get in by getting rid of things.
Yeah.
And the way Sean Penn plays that character is so intimidating that the whole ensemble cast, and the thing is, Leonardo DiCaprio was great, but it's the ensemble cast that really builds out the whole thing. And when you have Sean Penn going against the ensemble cast, there's just something like when you hear his character Lockjaw is coming in, you're like, well, okay, he's unpredictable. You don't know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
And that is such a very layered character, and I really like that about him.
Yep. No, I completely agree, and that's why my choice for actor in a supporting role is also Sean Penn.
Oh, look at us! We haven't fought.
Yeah, we haven't fought yet. Okay, all right.
Wow.
So
okay.
I have the same reasons as Eric, right? Because I think with Sean Penn's character, it's just terrifying. He's scary. He's a force to be reckoned with. And, in terms of like the entire movie with One Battle After Another, again, like Eric said, there's a whole ensemble of cast that really built this movie itself. But there's it's just the one antagonist that makes this movie brilliant, right? It's just that one antagonist. And Sean Penn, just brilliant. Just bloody brilliant.
It was so good.
Yeah, it was so
good.
Wow.
So far, 2 for 2. Let's see if it's 3. Right, okay. Let's see if it's 3 for 3.
Okay.
Kenneth?
All right. The next category we're talking about is actress in a leading role. All right. Okay. So my choice, and this is a little bit biased here, because I think because I heard so many good things, and I actually haven't watched the movie yet, because the movie is it hasn't even come out in Indonesia. But it will be coming out soon, and I will catch it in cinemas as soon as it comes out. And that is Jessie Buckley in Hamnet.
Yeah.
And I think from Eric's reaction, you all already know why. Eric, do you wanna let us know who you picked?
Well, based on my face, if you can see it, it's I also picked Jessie Buckley for Hamlet, but for Hamlet, sorry. And I've watched the movie, and I can say there's a reason she is in this nominated list. She brought, when I say she brought a woman in grieving, she embodies that character. And the thing about Jessie Buckley is that I think the one of the problems with characters like Timothée Chalamet, right, is that you can see Timothée Chalamet, or like sometimes you can see Michael B. Jordan, and sometimes you can see Leonardo playing weird characters. But with Jessie Buckley, there's this sort of nuance in her acting that makes you believe that she is that person. She is Hamlet's wife. She is Agnes. And when, I mean, I don't know if this is a spoiler, but, Hamnet, one of their kids die. That part of her acting really, like, it's amazing. I mean, it will make you cry. But the reason it makes you cry is not because of how sad it is, because you really understand her pain, which is very hard. She doesn't say a lot during that act. It's her face, her eye. And look, I think everyone in this list, amazing actress, but Jessie Buckley knocked it out of the park, hands down. I think I'm very confident. Out of everyone in this list, very confident she will win actress in the leading role.
Oh, that confidence is coming out of you, Eric. Damn.
Oh God, I'm so worried. I'm wrong.
So if you made bets, and you bet because Eric said Jessie Buckley, his home address is right here on the screen.
Oh God.
No,
please don't, God. No,
all right. Well, Eric.
Yeah.
Next actress in a supporting role. Who you got?
Actress in a supporting role. This is we might split, but I'm calling this a black card. This is a black card. A wild card, not a black card. Wild card. I'm picking.
I think we have the same thing.
Do we? Amy Madigan from Weapons. Damn it! We're still the same. It's a wild card.
I picked it because it's a wild card as well.
Okay. Then I will explain mine, but I'm assuming it's probably roughly names. I'll pass it off to you. My pick for Amy Madigan. It's a horror movie which rarely wins. I think the reason we say is a wild card. They rarely win in Oscar, so to even have her name in this list is a big deal. And
that's true.
For me, when you watch Amy Madigan, similar to Sean Penn's character, she's a force to be reckoned with. You don't see her. This is not a spoiler, but you don't see her until maybe Act 3 at most, and you feel her presence. Sort of Act 1 and like somewhere between mid half of Act 2, you don't see her. And then the minute you see her, you understand what she's been doing. And you just like, whoa, she's been doing this the whole time.
Yeah.
And Kenneth, I'm passing off to you because we don't want to waste too much time on it, but crazy.
Yeah, no, like I exactly the same reason. Amy Madigan, just a force to be reckoned with, just scary and just terrifying in the movie, and just that's all I have to say. That's all we have to say.
That's all we have to say. You just have to watch the movie.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just brilliant. Yeah,
brilliant.
And no hate to any of the other actresses on the list as well.
Nope.
Brilliant job, but just Amy Madigan. Wow,
Amy Madigan.
Brilliant. All right.
Well, it's been 4 for 4. But I'm looking at the next list. I feel like it'll be 5 for 5 again, but I'll pass it off to you.
All right. Okay. All right. I think this is a pretty obvious one.
It's a pretty obvious one. Yeah.
So the next category is animated feature film, and I've chosen probably one of my favorite animated movies of 2025. Sorry, and that is K-pop Demon Hunter.
Shocker. Yeah.
so shocking. Yeah. And I don't think we need to explain why, considering all the hype around K-pop Demon Hunter.
Yeah.
So should we just move on, Eric? Or...
We can move on. You guys know what it is. This is what it sounds like. Okay, anyway, we'll move on.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right.
All right. Next.
Next.
Casting. right, maybe this one we might split.
maybe.
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
We will see. For casting, I will pick Marty Supreme.
Ooh. Ooh, this is the first one. First one that we've changed with this different. First different
Okay.
one. Okay. All right.
All right. Okay. I'll state my reasons and then I'll pass it off to you. So
Yep.
the reason I picked Marty Supreme in casting is, as much as I keep saying One Battle of Thunder is great ensemble casting, Hamnet's great. You have Sinners, amazing. Don't get me wrong, ensemble casting is great. But the thing is, casting is a very specific art. You gotta find the right people for that right era.
Yep.
And while I think for something like Sinners is great, for me personally, I still see some of the characters just slightly, for me, a little bit not in that era. While the thing about Mario Supreme is that it's a very New York 1990s, very grimy kind of look.
Okay. Yeah.
Somehow the casting, they got all the right people who represents what New York feels like in the 1990s. They got cameos of people who have that very New York grungy vibe. And I think that's one of the reasons why is it Josh Safdie? I forgot his
Benny
first
Safdie.
name. Benny Safdie. He does so well in these sort of like very grounded movies because he tries to bring as realistic characters as possible. So that's why I picked Marty Supreme for mine.
Oh, no, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. And I think as well, like Benny Safdie has been casting a lot of really great actors in all his movies. So no, fair enough. Like great, yeah. But I personally, for me, casting for me is Sinners.
Fair.
And Sinners only because of one actor, sorry.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's not Michael B. Jordan. It's the guy who played Sammy. The guy, what's his name? Miles Canton? Miles Catton.
Miles
Catton.
Miles Catton.
Yeah. And literally, that was his first movie. It's his first movie. They gave him a chance. They gave him a shot. And he just freaking nailed it. He was brilliant in that movie. And just for casting alone, I think that is the reason why I chose Sinners. Just because of Miles Catton. That's it.
Very fair. That's a very fair call. And sorry, just to fix what I said, it's not Benny Safdie, it's actually Josh Safdie.
Oh,
sorry.
shit. Is it? That's actually Josh Safdie.
Is wrong.
Oh.
Josh Safdie.
Well,
yeah. Well,
so this entire time we've been saying Benny Safdie, so
sorry.
it's all
What
Josh Safdie.
Benny Safdie is Josh Safdie. Sorry.
Yeah.
But great choice. I agree. Now I was debating between Mario Supreme and Sinners until I watched Mario Supreme. That's why I picked that. But
fair enough.
May the best man win. We're finally split.
Oh, okay.
Finally
May the best
split.
man.
Let's see if cinematography were still the same.
Okay.
Kenneth?
All right. Next category is cinematography. All right. And I chose. Okay, so for this one, cinematography was a bit difficult for me because me personally, I have. Again, I work full time as a filmmaker, as a videographer. So watching movies in a light of cinematography is very, very. It's one of those things where like it's hard to shut off. So for me, cinematography, I had two movies that really like battled it out.
I feel like I know those two, but go for it. Yeah.
So those two movies were One Battle After Another and Sinners.
Yeah.
And those two movies were just, oh my God, like, oh, which is better? And literally, it's just the one thing that made this one movie so much better, and that is Sinners. I've chosen Sinners. Yeah, I chose Sinners because of that barn scene, and that was it.
No,
and that's it.
very true.
Literally, that's it.
That's true.
Yeah.
Again, we're coming back together. I also picked Sinners as cinematography. The barn door is an amazing scene. The thing is, you cannot experience that anywhere else in IMAX. If you were watching an IMAX for the first time, you would have. It's almost a religious experience, and as how the scene was sort of set. But what I'll also say, from a technical standpoint, two of those movies were in my list too. One Battle After Another and Sinners. The reason those two are, between me and Kenneth, because we come from technical background.
Yeah.
Those two movies actually uses film proper films. Now, what makes those two very, very unique is one battle after another use Vista Vision. The most simplest end, Vista Vision is very expensive, made in the 1950s.
Yep.
Camera doesn't even come by anymore. You gotta borrow it from someone. Sinners, IMAX film camera. He didn't use all of it, but he used majority of it, and he used such a beautiful way of shooting, and you can see it.
Yep.
You know, and I think from a cinematography standpoint, just utilizing that camera's function, you know, of making shots as beautiful as possible, and like those. They know that they're using a very unique camera, and they flexed it. Yeah. So to me, both of them are winners. But if I could get to pick, it's Sinners for the same exact reason.
Yeah, and look, I didn't even watch that scene in IMAX. I didn't get to watch Sinners in IMAX, unfortunately. But even watching it in a regular screen, it was still a religious experience. Like, I haven't felt that much chills down my spine watching ever since I watched Sinners. Before or after, that was the only time, like, literally, like, it was just a part of my soul just went flying. It's insane. Yeah. It's weird. Yeah, it's just such an incredible scene.
Incredible. It's absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema. All right. You know what? So the next category is actually Best Picture. But, Eric, let's leave it to the end.
I know, I agree. You have to listen. So we will pay. Yeah. Let's give it. Let's move to costume design. So I agree with you. I was just thinking about that. We'll put that at the end. Okay. Costume design. Now, costume design. Thankfully, I've watched all this movie, so it's very fair for me to make a very unbiased choice. But from costume design, I was debating between 3. Initially, it was 2, but it became 3. But I think I will put it down for Hamnet. For this one, costume design.
Okay.
Now, the reason I picked costume design Hamnet is because I actually got a chance to actually listen to the behind the scenes. A lot of the clothes that they picked out is, well, obviously they have to be period accurate, but some of those pieces, they are not even available anymore. So they actually have to source that from really, like, you know, they have to really find those. They have to really tailor some of them to the point where it's appropriate, and some of them are even, you know, from that bygone era, which is amazing. And from the costumes and the color, the breakdowns, I guess this one's a little bit similar to Sinners, where the colors do tell a story similar to the stories in Hamnet. There's just a lot at play. I won't go too deep into it, but I pick Hamnet just because it has such an amazing period detailed accurate costume.
Wow. Okay. Well, for costume design, that's a great reason, by the way. I chose something that was a bit periodic as well. Yeah, and it's not Hamnet, obviously, because I haven't watched it, so I'm not entirely sure what it looks like. But I know it's like kind of like William Shakespeare era, you know, early English kind of era costumes. But I ended up choosing Frankenstein because I think something about the costumes in Frankenstein really plays a massive role in terms of the character development, in terms of the characters themselves. And I think it's just, it looks so brilliant, you know, just from the start of the movie till the end, just the costume itself, just the costumes themselves, just beautiful, gorgeous.
It's beautiful.
It's such gorgeous costumes for such a grim, dark film, you know? That's why I chose Frankenstein.
And I agree with you. Look, I think Del Toro, one of the reasons why he is who he is because he's very focused on making sure costume is to what he wants. The thing is, it might not be super accurate, which is very fair, but he makes it to a point where it is period accurate, but it's to his style. And that's what I love about Del Toro. Yeah. I think he brought out such a beautiful character and he such brutal costumes in those characters and tells the story too. So I 100% agree with that.
Yeah. And like, here's a little like thing that I noticed as well now that thinking about it. Victor Frankenstein, right? From the start of the film, he was, even like his young self, he was wearing black or white, very monotone. But there's this shade of red that's always on him.
Yes, I was about to. Yeah,
And by the end of it, the red was gone.
yeah,
And it just like just that little thing, just it's such a beautiful symbolic little piece, you know.
yeah.
It's just yeah. I think costume design for me, that's Frankenstein. Yeah.
That's good. Made a best man win for that one.
Made a best man win. All right. Directing?
Directing.
All right, directing. Okay. Next category, directing. Now, we know Hamnet was really good, made a lot of people cry. We know Marty Supreme, Josh Safdie, brilliant director, knows how to make films very grounded, very real. One battle after another. The legendary Paul Thomas Anderson. Sentimental value. I have no idea who the director was. Sinners, Ryan Coogler. Brilliant director, Ryan Coogler.
Okay.
And so, for directing, I chose the great Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think there's something about that movie, One Battle After Another, which speaks a whole lot about his directing style, but also his writing style, where he shows, like, you know, these things can happen in the real world.
Yeah.
And it's so grounded as well. It's so relatable, but it's so chaotic and just, it's funny, but also very real and scary. And it's just brilliant. And you know what? This one thing that I realized about directing that I think a lot of people miss out on, especially with One Battle After Another. There was actually a lot of continuity errors in the movie, but nobody really cared. And because of that, that's part of the reason why I think Paul Thomas Anderson just deserves that Oscar, deserves that Academy Award. Yeah, that's my pick.
That's a good call, man.
Yeah.
I had two choices on my side. But I picked Chloe Zhao's Hamnet.
Okay.
Now, I think a lot of people would have assumed we would have picked Sinners just because we hyped it up so much. But there's a reason why it's a tough year, man. It's a good list. It's a good list.
Yeah.
Now, Hamnet, the reason I picked Hamnet is because it's a very, very hard movie to direct. Because the thing is, you have to navigate a story about William Shakespeare without name dropping William Shakespeare.
Yeah.
That name itself would take you out of that movie. Like,
true.
And the thing is, you're also directing a movie with a very, very complicated subject, which is about child loss. But the way she navigates that story is so beautiful, and it brings people into a very it's almost like a roller coaster that you never wanted to get on. Let's put it that way. So you come in, you watch this family beautifully, but you know what's happening, and then it happens. The drop happens, and you feel for that family, and then when that final moment happened, there's cathartic experience comes in. The experience. There's that sigh of relief from everyone in the audience. Now, obviously, the viral videos, everybody cry, blah, blah. But it's just that feeling of everyone going, I experienced what she experienced on a very small scale. So to me, that is what a masterful director does, is that it can help you feel the character, feel the scene, feel everything the character wants to say without saying it. So I think, to me, Chloe Zhao deserves this win. So let's see.
All right. May the best man win for this one.
May the best man win.
All right,
so,
Eric. Next
film editing. Ooh. Film. Again, all of the movie lists, I'm looking at the list again. Great movies. Unfortunately, I don't know much about sentimental value, so I'm really sorry.
I'm gonna Google this sentimental value.
Yeah.
How have we not heard of this movie?
I feel so bad, but it is what it is. But
okay, that's why. It's a Norwegian movie.
Oh, is it with one of the Skarsgårds?
Yeah, Stellan Skarsgård.
Stellan Skarsgård. Yeah.
No wonder
we promise we'll watch it.
Yeah,
sorry.
We'll watch it. We'll watch it after this.
Yeah. I would say for film editing, I will pick Marty Supreme.
Fair enough.
The reason I picked Marty Supreme is because, look, I had two choices initially. It was Marty Supreme or Sinners. For me, Sinners, flows very well. I think to me, Sinners has a very linear story.
Yeah.
It leads from one end, a little bit bump, lead, bump, lead.
Yeah.
Now with Marty Supreme, the way in the film editing is, again, this might be a little bit obscure and it's mostly for movie students or art students. If you have watched Raging Bull and Taxi Driver or any of those really artsy movie in movie class, you would understand when I say that there are causation and effect in a movie, in movie writing, and it also goes to editing. So you have to show the cause and the effect of it.
Yeah.
And there is so much things that Marty did that causes that leads to such an effect. And it always pays off all the time. And you can see that in the editing, always pays off. And I'm not saying just once or twice. There's like, I can't count. Maybe there's like 10 things that he did that make you go, huh, okay. And from a film editing standpoint, it has a great pacing too.
Okay.
It stretches you to a point where you go, Marty, why are you doing this? But it fast forward enough to a point where you don't feel like it lingers on too much. So whoever edited Marty Supreme, great job. I'll put it that way.
Okay. Wow. All right. That's a good pick. I think anything with Josh Safdie as well, Josh or Benny Safdie, it's really good. Really
they
good
got
editing.
a really good eye. They got a
Yeah.
really good eye.
Yeah.
They know
but from-
pacing very well.
Yeah. But for me personally, I actually chose One Battle After Another. Yeah. But,
I can
okay,
see that. Yeah.
Let me preface this by saying, I wish Weapons was on this list.
Oh,
I wish Weapons was on this list because Weapons would have been so good in terms of film editing.
yes. I would have picked
edited
that.
very. Yeah, I would have picked
I
Weapons.
would have picked that.
But unfortunately, we don't have Weapons. So I'm choosing One Battle After Another because when the scene gets chaotic, when the scene gets intense, you get that. But when the scene needs to linger, it lingers. It's beautiful editing. It's perfect editing. You know, it's very much like an orchestra.
Yes.
Where when everything goes very fast paced, you get all the trumpets singing, and then suddenly it goes silent, and then just beautiful. I think that's why I chose One Battle After Another. Yeah.
I agree. Look, a little tangent here. I think a lot of times people don't really look at film editing as such an important thing, especially in the Oscars, because they usually get cut out in a commercial. But I think film editing should be highlighted so much because that's the only thing you're seeing.
Yeah,
I mean, other than the actor, but from behind the scenes, that's the only thing you can see.
Look, I think without film editing, the actors will look like shit anyway.
100%.
Like
100%.
If you have a good editor, you can make the film look so much better. And you know, I've always heard this phrase like filmmaking is film directing is 3 times directing, right? You got directing during the writing stage, you got directing during production, and you got directing and editing because editing is so important. Like if you get the wrong clips, you get the wrong shots, you linger it for a little bit too long, just ruins the movie. And I think film editing is probably like one of the most important aspects of filmmaking.
100%. I agree with you. And I can give you one, again, slightly tangent, but it's okay. One example of great film editing for me personally, and I think everyone knows this, is the Star Wars scene, The Empire Strikes Back, is that pivotal moment between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker at that moment at the very end. Now, mind you, they don't have electronics back then, so they have to look at this from film scans. Now, the fact that when Darth Vader said, Luke, I might be wrong here, but I think it's Luke, I am your father. There is a few seconds before they move on to Luke's face, and even a few seconds to let Luke digest that information before he reacts to it. And that is a very, very, that's a how do you call it? It's a choice that the director and the film editor made to make you digest that information and to let you feel what Luke felt at that moment, and allowing Luke to actually raise him like, no, it is not, blah, blah, blah. And that is why film editing is great, because if from Darth Vader to Luke is only 1 second, lose the tension. 2 seconds, lose the tension. 3 seconds could work. 4 seconds or 5 seconds, loses the momentum. It's a very, very tricky line to fill. And that's my end of tangent, but
Yeah. No,
film
I
editing,
agree. Completely agree.
please showcase.
Yeah.
I want to
no,
watch.
Definitely. All right. Well, that's
Next
a great
up?
tangent. Next up, we've got.
Sorry.
No, that was good. No, next up, we've got makeup and hairstyling. Now, I think this is also pretty important. I mean, every
100%.
aspect of filmmaking is so important, but this is one that I think a lot of actors have to endure, especially with like prosthetics and having to do a lot of things. And I think I'm leading on to you guys know what I'm gonna pick, right?
Yeah, I
So
think so.
I'm for makeup and hairstyling, I've chosen Frankenstein,
Yeah.
and it's literally a no-brainer. It's
It's a
Frankenstein.
It's no brainer.
You see how terrifying he looks, but still has that humanity and just the hairstyles of all the characters as well. Just brilliant.
I don't have to add. It's honestly what it is. If you look at Del Toro's last few works, The Shape of Water, Pamphlet, Lady Brave, all the same.
Yeah, but
His work speaks for itself.
Yeah, definitely. But I will add though, the Smashing Machine, The Rock just doesn't look like The Rock. Dwayne Johnson looks so different, but he looks brilliant. It was very well done. The makeup for Dwayne Johnson in the Smashing Machine, just brilliant.
So good.
Yeah.
Next
up,
original score.
Ooh. Okay.
So I had a hard time picking it because I watched 4. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch Begonia. I love Emma Stone, but I didn't have time.
Yeah.
I debated, but because I'm looking. Okay, this is a bit. I might be jumping the gun a bit because I'm looking the next one's original songs. So that's why I picked it this way.
Yeah.
I actually picked Hamnet for this one.
Okay.
Because the way Hamnet directed its score, I watched the behind the scenes of this, and it's only 2 guys with a piano and a small recording booth. That's it. It's piano, it's ambiance music, and of course you got Max Richter, obviously. Who has that who made that like amazing music that we've all heard from Shutter Island. I can't think of the other one, but basically any emotional scenes, his music was there, and they picked that song again for that, but all the other songs are a company piece of that, so you feel like it's leading up to it, just like how the movie was leading up to that. So to me, the original score really, really does well. Now, one battle after another, and Frankenstein does it well. Don't get me wrong. But they are more of an ambient sound. They are there to amplify the happenings of the situation. Or for me, Hamnet is a score because it feels like a roller coaster. Like you can listen to it by itself, but you can also understand the character. That's just my pick.
Okay. No, fair enough. This one's a bit different for us as well, because I chose Sinners actually. Because something about like Sinners with the whole was it 19 when was it? What was it? What was the year? It was 20s?
I want to say 20s.
Yeah, 20s.
A little bit
yeah.
above. Oh no, a little bit above there. I think past World War.
I think it was before World War II, after World War One, around there.
Yes, somewhere there. Yeah.
Anyway, the kind of music, the blues music, but having that little bit of rock and hip hop and everything in it, just that blend of African Americanism in that music is just, for me, that's just what it is. It's history in a song. It's history in a track, and that's why I chose Sinners.
I was debating that too. It was really hard. But all I can say is Ludwig, man. That's all I can say. Ludwig.
Yeah.
It is. That guy. Moving on to original song, which I feel like I would know what it is, but
I think we've picked this out of obvious reasons.
Go for it.
So for original song, I chose Golden from K-pop Demon Hunter. I mean, is there really a reason not to choose Golden?
Agree. They're not in any other list. Just give Golden, guys. Just
Yeah.
give Golden and animation.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, it's a
But
brilliant
look,
song. Like I think it got a platinum, didn't it?
oh my God, did it? Holy
I
cow!
think
I didn't know
did,
that.
or something like that. Something along those lines.
Well, there you go. I'll say this. I also had a hard time deciding original song. I would have picked "I Lied to You." Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
It's a great song, but like you said, I think Golden.
Yeah.
It's just such a force of momentum that it brought like it's what a generation run. Like you don't see that anymore. I Lied to You. Don't get me wrong. It's a great song.
Yep.
But something about Golden, man.
And yeah, look, Golden got a platinum status by the RIAA in October 2025. So I think if we're talking about the politics of the Oscars or Academy Awards, it makes sense that Golden wins the Academy Awards. Just saying.
But to be honest, if I have a wild card, I would pick "I Lied to You" if they don't want to pick the masses.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Like, I like to
If
it's something different. It's really different.
It's something different. But let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
Production design.
Okay, production design.
Wait, did I pick production design? I think I did. Yes, I did pick production design. So if anybody that doesn't know production design just means the whole set. That's pretty much it. And to me, I like Hamnet. I like I like all of this, but Sinners, man.
Sinners.
For me. Yeah. Look, I debated. I debated between Sinners and Frankenstein.
Okay.
But Sinners, for the story that they're setting in just that one barn,
That's fair enough.
they utilize the whole set. That's the whole movie in that set. The
That's
production
true.
design to make everything work for them is hard, man. I mean, obviously they were in other shots, but something about that barn really stands out. And also having that beautiful swamp area, which is around the New Orleans set, is amazing. But I have to give a shout out to Frankenstein production design. It is an amazing, amazing set design. But something about Sinners just makes me go, wow, that is so good. Such a good production design.
Fair enough. Because, may the best man win because I chose Frankenstein.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, I chose Frankenstein because of how beautiful everything looks in that grim setting, but also like those big structural designs, the big complex machinery and all that. It's gorgeous. Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And sorry, another slight tangent. I was just talking with this about my partner. I was talking about Del Toro as a director and just his whole movie in general. Now, when we watch a movie like The Shape of Water, Pan Labyrinth, and Pan Labyrinth, yeah, and also Frankenstein, there's a commonality between those set designs is that they feel very like and Crimson Peak, sorry, they feel like a stage production.
Yes,
the way that the production is set. Now, the thing is, usually, I've told her before this, I would usually be against that when people are trying to make it look realistic. Like, for example, there's some cheap movies where they say you're in the streets of New York, but you could see that the floor is too smooth.
Yeah.
That it doesn't look like a New York street. Yeah. But the thing is, Del Toro understands the idea of dark fantasy. Yeah. So by him, that's almost his style. That is very smooth in a way. Like it's almost weirdly like a stage design, and I think it is a purposely designed that it makes it feel like a book. It makes it feel like you're in a fantasy, and I think that's what makes him him. And I think Del Toro is an amazing director for that exact reason. And anybody tries to copy his style will not work. You'll look cheap because you're looking like you just made some cheap sets in the back. But for him, it works. Yeah, it just
Yeah, and
sorry, that's my weird tangent.
No, that's a good tangent because Guillermo del Toro, like, it's hard to make it like look good. It's hard to make it look good, and he really does it so well. Yeah,
there's a reason why stage design, a sound stage are actually more expensive than shooting on location sometimes,
Yep.
because it's just so hard to get that realism. Because one, your eyes are very quick to pick up. The minute if you're 4 seconds in and you feel like that's not the right scene, you'll be taken out of the movie very quick.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway,
Cool.
back
All right.
to Oscars.
Back to Oscars.
Kenneth,
All right.
sound.
Next, we're gonna choose sound. Look, honestly, I think there's only one pick here, and that's because of vroom, and literally vroom vroom, and that's F1.
Yeah, look, it's just a vroom vroom. It is.
Yeah, like look, it's if you know what an F1 car sounds like, and you watch it in IMAX, it's brilliant. Like you can hear the sound, the roar of the engines and all that, and just yeah.
You feel it. You feel it in your chest. It's a great sound design.
Yeah.
Not a great story, a great sound design.
Not a great story, but it is a fun movie.
It is a fun movie.
Yeah.
I'll agree with you. But the sound is something. You do feel it. I do agree.
Yeah.
Sound, I think F1 will win for this one at least.
Yeah. Just that one.
That's it.
Yeah, just that one. Okay. All right. Next one. Visual effects. Eric, you wanna pick us up?
Look, I feel that I don't need to go through it. I think you know what I'll pick. I think you know what you'll pick. I'm just gonna say it's Avatar.
That's Avatar.
Do we have to give a reason? No reason. It always just wins if it gets its award. It's just mind-blowing tech. That's it.
I'll give you one reason. One reason. And that reason is because the entire movie is visual effects. That's it. That's the only reason for me. Almost the entire movie is visual effects. What else? What other choice is there? Like you spend millions of dollars just to make a visual effects movie, except that one scene with a spider. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go. That's it. Yeah. We don't have to explain too much. That's the reason for it.
Yeah. All right. Let's go through adapted and original screenplay all in one go. All right.
All in one go.
All in one go. Okay. So for adapted screenplay, I chose Hamnet, and for original screenplay, I chose Sinners.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it, Ken. We can't be the same. Okay, so adapted screenplay, I picked the same. Hamnet, for obvious reasons that it is based off a book.
Yep.
My second choice would have been One Battle After Another because it was also based on a book.
Yep.
But original screenplay, I picked Sinners. Original movie.
Brilliant.
It's a risky movie. We will go into a tangent next time, but it's a very risky movie. But it got pulled off very well, beautifully. So I picked those two also. Very much agree.
Yeah, I think with Sinners, it's Warner Brothers giving. Was it Warner Brothers that gave?
Yes, I want to say yes because he got introduced by Ludwig. Got introduced by Christopher Nolan.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Sinners is Warner Brothers. Okay. So I chose Sinners because Warner Brothers really took a chance with this script. Yeah. They took a chance with Ryan Coogler directing the script.
Yes. And
just that alone, just that chance, and just having that in the Academy Awards, what else is there to say? Like, honestly, it's just brilliant. And Hamnet, because everyone cried in that movie, so.
I can expand just a little bit more from the adapted screenplay. It is brought to life very beautifully. And the thing is that Hamnet is, again, like I said, it's a very hard piece to write, again, because you're talking about child loss. Now, I'm not saying the other movies are not hard, but something about navigating that fine line of pitying the woman, but also showing her, how do you say, like her womanhood, it's a very complicated line. And they brought, it's beautifully written, adapted very well. That's my choice.
Yeah. For adapted, actually, I almost picked Frankenstein. Because I think just the core story in itself, if you've read Frankenstein or you know about Frankenstein, I think at the end it's always about how the people just tried to kill the monster, right? But in this case, why I think Frankenstein potentially might win is because in the movie itself, Frankenstein wasn't portrayed as a monster, but portrayed as human.
Yeah.
That humanity in itself, I think, is just incredible, very different, and
Yep.
I think that's why I think maybe
Maybe.
Frankenstein might win.
It's
Maybe.
a wild card.
It's a wild card.
It's a wild card. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
And now
Drum roll.
to the best picture. Now I will pass it off to Kenneth. We have a few more minutes. I'll leave it to Kenneth. I'll give you time to collect your thoughts, to think about why you picked this one. And then you can go for it. And I'll pick mine.
Okay. All right. So, without further ado, this is your nominations for Best Picture. For Best Picture, you have Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. This has been, I personally think this might be the most amount of nominations for Best Picture in a very long time.
I was about to say it's a lot.
It's a lot. There's 10.
And can I just say, our pick for Best Picture isn't just what you see on screen.
Yeah.
Best Picture is a representation of every single category that we have talked about so far, nudged into one. That's why it's one of the most coveted award. And I'm so excited to hear
I'm
your
so
choice
excited
here.
for this one because I really want this one to win. Because if this movie wins, it's a win for all filmmakers, for all directors, for all screenwriters. I think you know what it is.
I think I know.
And I really want the Best Picture win to go to Sinners.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I think we've spoken enough about Sinners, and I think we've explained why Sinners is an amazing choice. But the thing is, it might sound weird that we didn't pick Sinners in some of the choices that we done there. But the thing is, Sinners, if you notice, have been our second or third choice.
Yeah.
Because that's how good it is. But if you wrap it up in a whole thing, Sinners is just the obvious choice. It does everything so right.
Yep.
That's pretty much it.
Yep. And why I say it's a big win for all filmmakers and for all screenwriters is because this is the first time that the Warner Brothers didn't just pay for the production to be made. The director didn't pitch the movie to the producers, but they paid the director to make the movie. And for that, like, I think having that being a big win for all filmmakers, for how the industry will become in the future, I think that is why I really want Sinners to win, because there needs to be a change in the industry in itself.
Agree.
Agree.
I mean, obviously my pick was Sinners too, but I'll say this too. If I get to pick a second choice, I would have picked Hamnet.
Okay.
Now, I've said Hamnet multiple times in this, but there's a reason why Hamnet to me is also I feel like it could also win Best Picture.
Yeah.
Because now not only did they win Golden Globes, which is sometimes you could see a pattern happening. If they win in Golden Globes, you could see an Oscar.
Yep.
But not just because of that, but because the whole ensemble cast did so great in Hamnet. It feels like a very small movie, and it is a very small movie. Technically, it's a very intimate movie, but they are a small movie hitting, they're punching way above their weight. Just the way they got Paul Mescal, the way that they got Jessie Buckley, the way that Chloe Zhao directed it, the way that the film was, the film scored, and also the production design, everything felt intentional. And a little part of me hopes they win, but like Kenneth says, from a monumental standpoint, Sinners to me is still the number one pick, because it's a sign of changing in the industry. And for me, I just want to see them win. This is, for me, I think, without sounding a little bit weird, but it's a black director with a whole black cast
Yep.
ensemble cast about stories about African Americans and their history, and also not just African Americans, Scottish, Irish people,
Irish, yep.
and also Chinese,
Yep.
living and finding their dream. I think that's beautiful, and
Yep.
I think that is such an original story, and
Yeah.
I hope they win.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Brilliantly said. And for me, if I had a second choice, it would be one battle after another, because of how relatable it is, like in present day
Yep.
situation, with
Yep.
all the politics and all that, and
Yep.
just I think that the biggest theme in that movie is being the agent of change, right?
Yeah.
And this is what I want to put in my review as well, which is being the agent of change is just, do you just go out and do extremist things, or do you actually build it into your kids, the next generation, and I
Yep.
think that's one of the brilliant factors to put into in one battle after another, and that's will be my very very close second pick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%. I look, this whole list is so stacked.
it's so
If you see the
stacked.
PDF, out of all the nomination lists,
Yeah.
Best Picture is the most listed. One,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5,
10.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jeez, 10.
Yeah.
I've never remembered that much, but
I don't think there was
Crazy.
anything that's that much, honestly. It's insane.
man, I'm excited.
I'm very
Anyway,
excited.
I don't wanna take up too much of your beautiful time, but Kenneth, it's been great. We've chose our nomination.
Yep.
And Kenneth, do you want to tell what happens if one of us wins and what happens if one of us lose?
Yeah. So as you can tell, how many is there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so out of 19, obviously we have some that are different and some that are the same. And if out of the 19, one of us has a higher points, then they win. And the loser of this game, I regret to say it. I really don't want to say it, but we're gonna eat on camera. The next episode, you're gonna see one of us eat 5 sour candies
Oh,
in our mouths in one go. So it's gonna be painful, but
I really hope I win.
I really hope I win. So we'll see. We'll see. Okay, but what? Okay, we actually haven't talked about this. What happens if we draw?
We both eat? God, I hope we don't draw then. Oh, God.
Oh god.
Oh, God. Okay, that's a fair call. If we
Okay.
both...
If we
Oh,
draw,
God, I hope we don't
both
draw. Freak. Oh,
eat. Okay. Well,
such is life.
not just life. Well, I guess you guys have to stay tuned now.
You have to know what happened next, right?
Oh man. Yeah. Well, that's it for today's episode, guys. This is our list
It's
again.
been fun.
It's been so fun. I hope you guys had enough of us talking about a lot of like film terms and film techniques. And again, if you want to join us in this game, you can download it. It will be on the description in our YouTube. So go check it out. And without further ado, Eric, do you have anything else to say? Anything else to add?
All I want to say is please join along, vote. It's a fun game. Make like anyone watching, tick it off the list. It's a day out. That's all I can say.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a day out. It's just fun and games. All right. So we hope to see you guys again in the next video or next episode of this podcast, and we will see you. Next time. Bye bye. Hasta la vista, baby.